What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today, we actually cover the junior division of the European Internationals Championship this past weekend. And we know the past 2 days, Eva Boater was like clean swept except for like 3 spots. No, yesterday was 2 spots. Master Division was 3 spots. So today is Eva Boater going to keep the same trend or not? And right now, the answer is going to be yes, yes. Even Tucker Gilberter won junior division as well, but this is a not totally different list. It's a little bit different. He played a Hoopa, which I don't think I can't remember if the list played or not. Why can I not remember if the Master Division played Hoopa or not? Why am I blanking? So let's click on Masters. Yeah, they didn't play Hoopa. I'm pretty sure they didn't. Yeah, so nobody else played Hoopa, but Kaya did. Congratulations for winning, but played 1 Fright Night, 1 Evatol EX, 3 Evatol, and 1 Hoopa. I guess they went a Scoundrel to search for like 2 Evatols and a Shaman, which is not bad because they are focused on a pure Evatol. But even though their lines of Pokemon are different, they are still playing the 4-9. Like the same thing we've seen every single time, the 4-9. Alright, so you see that they opt to play Pokemon Center Lady, and even the other days, basically, most lists are already playing Pokemon Center Lady or Olympia. They did play a Giovanni scheme as well to do additional 20 damage or draw up to 5 cards in your hand. But I imagine this one is for the do an additional 20 damage to make sure you take that knockout. Let's see, 1 Reverse Value 2 Peril City, and only 1 Enhanced Hammer, but they do play Escape Rope as well. Now, most lists, I think there's one yesterday or 2 days ago that didn't play Olympia or Cinderlady, but instead they played an Escape Rope, which I guess does help out some against like Fright Night if needed. But only 1 Enhanced Hammer, which I know probably hurts in the mirror match, but it probably doesn't matter because they won the whole championship, so I can't really say anything bad about it for sure. But there we go. This is the junior division champion, and now if we expand, we can see that there's an Evasaur Garbodor, so both were second, first and second. Third and fourth are both Rainbow Road. Looks like another Rainbow Road. Then Evasaur Garbodor, Evasaur Zark, and Mega Gardevoir. Hey, Rowan Godfrey! Oh my goodness! Every time I see this person's name, I get so excited since Florida Regionals. Oh my goodness! Congratulations, Rowan's been everywhere. He has been killing it. That's fantastic. Makes me happy. All right, so next up it's gonna be Reagan. I guess that's how you say their name. Playing another Evasaur Garbodor, but once again, a little bit of a different deck. 2 of the Pitch Black Spear Evatol and 1 of the Evatol Break with the Baleful Knight 120, and I'm pretty sure it hits all the bitch Pokemon with damage on it for 30, which is fantastic. Once again, 9 and 4. Looks like they're actually going to opt not to play any Escape Rope or, yeah, no Escape Rope and no Olympia or Pokemon Center Lady, which is very interesting for sure. But hey, I mean, it did work. They got second place, so congratulations. But they did play a Ranger to get around like probably Jolteon or Regice if needed, or maybe something else that Ranger can help negate. 2 Enhanced Tamer, 2 Fear Belt, 1 Super Rod, and 2 Parallel City. Alright, so that was Reagan's second place list. And now let's go to Rainbow Road. And I'm finally excited to cover a different deck besides Evasaur Garbodor. At least this time it wasn't a clean sweep. It was 1, 2, 3 Evasaur Garbodor decks. And Rainbow Road did have the same amount, which is fantastic. So let's go to Maxence. Not sure how to say the name. I do apologize. But let's look at their list. If you don't know, Rainbow Road is, or I guess what do they call it on Pokemon? Rainbow Force. So Rainbow Force does 10 and then 30 more damage for each different type Pokemon on your bench. Now, you're going to notice they play 4 DC, 2 Lightning, and 7 Fairy Energy, so they can potentially attack with Jolteon, which can help you out against the Evasaur Garbodor matchup. But we see that they did lose to Evasaur Garbodor. We know that both these guys did lose to one of them because both are third and fourth place, which means they had to play against a first or second place deck, which means that it didn't work all the way. I wonder how close it was, though. But Xerneas for 10 plus 30 for each different attacker on the type of attacker on the field. Jolteon, which they could use Flash Ray to do 70, make our base Pokemon cannot hurt you. 1 Umbreon for Dark type, 1 Flygon. Umbreon does have a 1 retreat cost, which is why it's played. 1 Flygon, 1 Flygon for Voice of the Sands, 1 Volcanion, and is a dual type. One Jirachi for Stardust, which can get rid of a special energy off the active and make it where it's immune. One Hoopa and two Shaman. Now, I know some people are playing a Genesect over Jirachi sometimes. It's kind of up to you. The Genesect does help you conserve tools if needed, while Jirachi helps you out against, like, Rainbow Road. Not Rainbow Road, against, like, the Vileplume deck and just discarding special energies if needed. And you're going to see they do play one Xerneas Break, which is going to help you against Jolteon. I know we play our own, they play their own Jolteon, but Xerneas Break can help you against the Jolteon because you can drop it down and take a knockout with still the Rainbow Force because you copy the tag, but now it's a break card. It is not a basic, so it can hurt it, which is fantastic. Alright, so 4 DC, 2 Lightning, and 7 Fairy. Alrighty, so Sycamore and Skyla to search for any trainer card just to guarantee whatever they need. One Lysander, one Brock's Grit, and this is what they're going to play. Oh, they play Brock's Grit and a Super Rod. So instead of plays 2 Super Rod, they are going to play one Brock's Grit, which you can Lysander on. Later on in the game, shuffle 6 and need combination of Pokemon and basic energy from your discard pile back into your deck. And I kind of wish they played, like, Dragonite seems really cool in this deck. Because you get Dragonite, use Pull Up, get Hoopa, whatever. Use Brock's Grit, put it back in your deck, and Hoopa for like 3 new Pokemon. Which is, I mean, it could work. It's very interesting for sure. But the thing to note about this list too is there's no Galvantula, which does help out a lot. Like having the 2 dual types on your bench, Galvantula and Volcanion, it's fantastic, but it sometimes is hard to set up. So just having these just straight EX Pokemon does help out a lot. Alright, so for Max Elixir, look at top 6, attach a basic energy card from your top 6 to a basic Pokemon. We see this in almost every single deck nowadays. Switch, Fighting Fury Belt, 3 Skyflood, and 1 Parallel City. And you might be saying, why are you playing Parallel City? That's dumb. You're going to like put yourself down to a low bench size. But the point is to Parallel City yourself to a 5, so that way you put your opponent down to 3. And if your opponent doesn't play Delinquent and only play Parallel City, they cannot Parallel City you down to 3 anymore, which is fantastic. So Parallel City could help you out against a Parallel City mirror match if they don't play Delinquent, which is very interesting. Alright, so let's go to 4th place, and let's see how different are these Rainbow Road decks. Alright, so the first thing, it looks like the same exact Pokemon. 14 and 13. Alright, one Pokemon is missing. Hold on, let's see if I can find out what it is. Well, they play Carbink, okay. Ooh, a Carbink. Alright, that's different. Basic energy attached to your base Pokemon cannot be discarded. Affects your opponent's attacks, abilities, or trainer cards. Oh, yeah, okay. So, Hoopa, Jirachi, Shaman. 3 Shaman. I'm pretty sure, like, it's really obvious, and I just don't know what it is. So, I mean, obviously, the Jirachi is not played anymore. No, it is. Jirachi is played. There's no Umbreon, so they cut Umbreon. Flygon's still in here, Hoopa's still in here. 3 Shaman, okay, with 4 Xerneas. Flygon? Nope, Flygon's in there. Wait, hold on. Don't tell me they don't play Volcanion. No, they do. Okay, hold on. Why can I not figure? Oh, wait. What it is he actually plays 1 more card. So it's the same exact cards, but he plays a Jirachi. No, he plays a Carbink, 1 more Shaman, but I just don't know what type of color he's taking out. Wait, is it Jolteon? Nope, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I can't figure it out right now. Guys, if you know what it is, just leave the comments and let me know how dumb I am. But 4 and 8, just going to play the 8 Fairy Energies, which I do like a little bit more because you do guaranteed with a Max Elixir. And you're not playing Lightning, so you can't hit a Lightning Energy with a Max Elixir. But 1 Hexmaniac to get rid of abilities, 1 Olympia, and 1 Teammates, which is very interesting because you get Teammates for any 2 cards in your deck if a Pokemon was knocked out, which could work out fantastic if you do need one. But we see that, I don't know how to say his name at all, I do apologize, but they did play a 1 Parallel City as well, and 1 Fighting Field. Did they play Fighting Field as well? I can't remember. They did. They played 2 Fighting Fields. Okay. So I guess without Galvantula, you can't fit the Fighting Fields in the list, which do help out a little bit more. But they're not going to play a Brock's Grit. They're actually going to play 2 Super Rod, which I think is a little bit better. But Brock's Grit you can VS Sticker for later on. So that is the top 4 list. Next up is another Rainbow Force deck. Alright, and this one's actually going to play the Galvantula. I wonder. I wonder who Joao. I don't know how to say their name again. I apologize, but I wonder who they played against in top eight, like I always do. Like I wonder what the matches were. Was it Evans on Garbodor or was it a Rainbow Forest mirror match? That'd be a really cool thing to note. But the Xerneas, Galvantula, Flygon, Genesect, Umbreon, Volcanion, Hoopa, and two Shaman. Alrighty, so this list does not play the Jirachi. They are playing a little bit more Pokemon because they do have to fit the Galvantula in there. But I think this is, I don't know, I like this a little bit better because you do now have two dual types. So you have Galvantula and Volcanion for 3, 6, 9, 12 for a base of 130. Which is fantastic. So we put down another Pokemon, you do 160, and then with the Fighting Spirit, you can do 170 if needed, which is really cool. Alright, so 4 and 8. But the Genesect, like I said, has the drive change, which lets you pick a tool card off your Genesect, which is fantastic to save those EXP shares. Or Floatstones, this list plays no. I mean, actually, I don't think any of these lists have played EXP share. This one doesn't play EXP share. This list does not play EXP share, and this list does not play EXP share. Wow. So yeah, I don't think none of these lists play EXP share, which I know a lot of the Rainbow Road decks do like them. I know I like it in my list, but yeah, not gonna play the EXP share, and instead just gonna play like 3 Max Elixir. So I don't know if I'd play Genesect then. Like Genesect can save your Flowstones because you can attach it to Genesect and just whenever they license up somebody, you can just drive change, pick the Flowstone up, and put it down a different Pokemon. But besides that, everything else seems pretty streamlined. 4 Sycamore, 2 Lysander, 2 N, just keeping it really simple. With 3 Trainers as well, 4 Via Seeker, 4 Skyfield, so no Parallel City. They are going to opt to go the just, straight Skyfield, which is not a bad idea either, with 2 Super Rod. And I wonder if they test out Dragonite. Like I said, Dragonite seems really interesting. But I know I haven't tested myself either. Alright, so that is the top 8 list. Next up is going to be Rowan. Oh my goodness. Rowan's going everywhere. Made like top cut of like Florida, Philadelphia, Fort Wayne. Did Rowan cut Fort Wayne? I don't know. That's gonna be the main thing. How does Rowan do this year? Like we have followed Rowan a lot throughout this season, but Rowan is playing like the streamlined, just straight Evital Garbodor, which is not a bad deck at all. 3 Vital, 2 Vital EX, 2 Garbodor, 2 Shaman, and 9 and 4. It is playing. He did play a Delinquent and a Ranger over playing. What is it? A PCL, a Pokemon Center Ready, or a Olympia, which is not bad. We've seen multiple people do this. Playing the 2 Enhanced Hammer, 1 Escape Rope, which can like play. You can't play this over like your Olympia or Center Lady. Like I said, we've seen people do this already. 1 Super Rod, 2 Parallel City, 1 Reverse Valley. Everything else seems pretty straightforward that we've seen already. Next, let's cover Mega Gardevoir. Sure. So Mega Gardevoir is a deck that did not cut at all in any divisions. And same with Rainbow Road. Those are 2 new decks we have not seen. And in the Junior division, we actually didn't see a Greninja or a Volcanion cut, which is very interesting. You think Volcanion would probably cut. Like, it's cut in almost every division. And I think it's like the second best deck right now. I think even Garbodor is number 1. And then number 2 is probably Volcanion. I know some people will disagree to the moon with me, but I do think that is true. But let's cover Mega Gardevoir. So Mega Gardevoir has that Despair Ray. You discard Pokemon to your bench, you do additional 10 damage for each one you discard. So if you discard 5, you do 160, and so on and so on. Of course, you can manipulate your field with the Skyfield. That's why we play 4 of them. Alright, so 4-3 Gardevoir, 2 Dragonite with that pull up to search your discard pile for 2 basic Pokemon, which can get you like Hoopa, and then you can carry your Pokemon back in your deck, or Super Rod them as well, and then Hoopa them back out, and just take knockouts over and over again like that. You're going to notice they are playing 2 Rattata, which at first I did not like Rattata until I played against Mega Gardevoir with the Rattata, and I realized how good it was. So what Rattata does has a mischievous thing. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, you may discard all Pokemon tool cards attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. And you might be like, who cares? What does that do? Well, it gets rid of that Fighting Fury off your active Pokemon EX, and then they have an easier time of knocking you out, which unfortunately did happen to me, because I was like, oh, Volcanion, he can't be knocked out. He has 220 HP. They can't discard 11 Pokemon. But then he was like, Rattata, and then knocked it out, and I was like, holy cow, that Rattata is strong. So Rattata is really great. Then you discard immediately with a with the Despair Ray, and then you get it back out with the Dragonite because it's two basic Pokemon, which it does not say EX, it says basic, so it does get that back out. Alright. Of course, for Shaman, we need to set up ASAP, which is why the Shamans are in here, and 9 Fairy Energies. 2 Hex Maniac, which I do love a lot. It does shut down Volcanion. It does shut down Greninja. You constantly just hex them over and over again, just via Secret Hex, while then using your own Shamans or whatever to set yourself back up. 1 Karen to shuffle all Pokemon back into your deck, which can help you reuse later with the Despair Ray, of course. And everything else seems pretty streamlined. Okay, so next, 2 Escape Rope. I know some people might be asking why do they play 2 Escape Ropes. Well, this is to help out against Yveltal Garbodor, because if they have that Fright Knight in the active spot, they can't Mega Evolve without ending the turn. But hopefully, you can Escape Rope, make them switch out, and then take a maybe I don't know, retreat into one, or like evolve one of your bench that you just brought up, or evolve the active one that you just brought up, or something like that. It does help you to get, like I said, it does help you to Mega Evolve without ending your turn if you can get out of the act spot. Alright, so last is going to be William Wallace playing the Yveltal Zoroark deck. Alright, so the Fright Knight, Yveltal EX, but instead of Garbodor, they're going to play a 2-2 Zoroark line. It looks like your standard Yveltal Garbodor. It is like a definitely standard Yveltal Garbodor. Like everything's the same. 1 Silent Lab over Reverse Valley, but they're playing a Zoroark with the Mind Jack 10 and the 30 more damage for each of your opponent's bench Pokemon, which can help you out actually against Greninja. If you do think you're struggling against Greninja, you can use Zoroark to knock him out. Because early game, Zoroark just takes like constant knockouts over and over again while you're pounding your Yveltal EX on the bench and not letting it get hit by burst wounds, which is fantastic. And I imagine that's why William decided to play this. But guys, there we go. There's the top 8 lists from the Junior Division. This weekend is San Jose. It'll be expanded, and we'll actually cover that as soon as Pokemon gets this up. Hopefully it's a week, just like, or a couple days, just like it was this past weekend, which would be fantastic. I'll try to do some interviews next week as well with some of the San Jose top 8 people if they want to do interviews, which is always great. I love doing interviews and talk to people about their decks and why they played X and Y and all this different kind of stuff. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you enjoyed the series or not. Regardless, I'm having a lot of fun breaking down these decks and talking about them. But guys, hope you have a great day. Alrighty, bye. Alright guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to our 3 sponsors, 60 Cards, Yeti Gaming, and the Pokemon Company International. Links to everything will be down below in the description. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty.